I don't consider myself to be very good at Marvel Rivals. I've basically gotten up to GM every single season apart from season 0 where I kind of stopped playing after I got to Gold 1 just because I wasn't really into competitive. But ever since season 1 up until season 3.5 I've hit GM and I'm very close to Celestial, so I'm not gonna say I'm like an incredible player, but for some odd reason in season 4.0, an entire week after the game has come out, I am stuck in Platinum. Now listen, this might be because I'm becoming worse and worse at the game, or it just might be because the matchmaking absolutely sucks. I have no idea, but I decided that one thing to maybe slightly make my sanity not go, all the way to insane, I want to make a bit of a journal, and in the form of YouTube videos, because I love making videos and I love watching videos, and I feel like maybe some people can relate with some of the stupid things that will be happening. The main goal is to basically hit GM every single season to get, all the goodies, but also because I feel like GM is my peak and I want to always get to that peak, and it's just utter hell right now. I also play with 2 people, one of them being my beautiful fiance and one of them being one of my friends called Michael, and that's kind of been my trio, or well, we've been the trio that has gotten to that GM multiple times, so we do go up against other trios or 4 or whatever, so that's probably why it's miserable hell. And also I consider myself a bit of a versatile player, so I like to play all roles in case you're wondering. Like, I mainly main tank, but I also like DPS, and I do also really enjoy healer at times. Stop that. Anyway, getting right into the first match that I want to talk about. This isn't one of my first games this season. This is like game whatever the hell. It's been a good few. Now I would have really enjoyed playing Penny into this, but they decided to ban her, which is very common in these lower ranks, so I don't really get to play her as much. She's one of my mains, and I think she's really good on this map as you can hold this point very easily, especially with all the bombs that you can plant. And I'm not gonna say it's my fault for going Magneto, but we lost this point really quickly. Thankfully, when they got inside of this area, which I actually don't know this name of like this specific building, but this Clintar map, we actually had them relatively well. I wasn't really getting too many picks. I managed to take out a storm, which was really cool, and then Michael decided to ult with Doctor Strange, and it was kind of like the beginning of me hunting down this magic because I decided to solo ult her. I just didn't see any situation of getting anyone else, so she was the first one that I picked off. Oh, she's solo. Oh, somebody else is solo. She's so. Yes. The main reason I think we were basically losing most of the fights was because their storm not only was really good, but they really like combining with their Jeff, and you know how powerful that ult can be. It's not a very common thing that you stumble upon inside of the game, and we probably should have went with that as well. We somehow managed to get a really quick TP just before the point got captured, and then I ulted the magic once again after the strange ult, which was quite funny. Oh.
No, I hear. Oh god, careful.
I can't believe I got it twice. And overall, we were able to just win some fights, and then we lost some fights. But then, obviously, they had their one final push just to get that point. And one thing I'm very confused with was the playstyle of our Winter Soldier. I don't understand what they were doing, but in situations where I get it, they would have died, they could have easily touched the point so that one of us could have touched it as well and then held it further, but they chose multiple times to just kind of stand on the side and just wait. I get it, you don't want a lot of deaths because maybe your kills and deaths ratio is extremely important to you, or you don't want to lose a lot of points, but sometimes you gotta make sacrifices to win the game, and there were so many situations where this person just chose not to do anything and just hit in the back. I'm not saying they were bad, they didn't do too bad, they got quite a lot of final hits, but I just would have preferred if they did a tiny bit more.
Our Bucky is useless.
On attack, I decided to go Thor. This is a character that I'm slightly warming up to, including Mag. They're just not my 2 tanks that I'm extremely good at, but I think I've improved upon recently so that I can actually play them in comp and maybe get Lord, so that when I equip them in the game, I don't get silently judged by other people. This actually was a really good switch just because I managed to push all the way to the back line, which wasn't really packed, but I did find this Jeff that was just trying to vomit from as far as away as possible, and it allowed me to take him out, and at the same time, the rest of the team was taking everybody out, so we got the first point relatively easily.
I have my ult.
I did that by accident.
Haha, they saved me.
I got swallowed, but didn't matter.
But my ult was here. No, I got stunned.
No.
Now on the push, I did get some picks here and there, and I wasn't doing too bad. Unfortunately, a lot of fights that we did win, they had a counter ult to counter ulted like this Strange and take us out, which made us all reset. And it was just kind of like this process of rinse and repeat a lot, especially with the Storm and Jeff combo. They managed to take us out quite a few times. Thankfully, the team wasn't losing any hope, and we just tried harder, and we managed to push the second point, or the first point, whatever you want to call this. I did try to make as much space as possible as Thor, so I pushed into their respawn area to try not to make them get into the area to stop the point, which managed to be actually a really good thing.
I have a bubble there for you guys up front.
Any ult, Michael?
I have it, yeah. I'm doing it now.
Yes, you can pass it, Zombie. I'm ulting.
Yes.
Yes.
Sadly, I made a bit of a mistake, and that was telling the team that we should do triple healers. I didn't realize that we were the first ones to push. I thought we were going to be defending. For some odd reason, the messaging was kind of bugged out on PlayStation when I was trying to message people to be like, hey, let's not do it. And I ran out of time, so we had Jeff as our third healer. This push was a bit of a disaster. I tried to flank again. They expected it this time, which I should have known. I got taken out. I decided to TP, which wasn't the worst decision, but then I did die as well. And then the rest of the team was able to capture the point as I switched to Cap to try to run and just, stay on it as long as possible. This was also a tiny bit of a mistake from my part, just because I wasn't able to deal as much damage. I was just kind of jumping around and trying my best to get some picks, but Cap is just not it this season. And unfortunately, to put the cherry on top, this happened at the very end.
I've seen that.
Shit, I can't get off the point.
No, Jeff, no, Jeff, no, Jeff, no, Jeff. So yeah, we didn't push that point very far, and you can kind of expect where the defense went. It went really bad. We kind of did try our best. We got some picks. They tried to push, but then again, they got their healer ults. I got taken out. Michael got taken out as the second tank, and then I went Cap again, this time around to actually hold a point, which once again, in the moment, I wasn't thinking. I probably should have gone Venom for both of those situations. Not only is Venom actually really good right now, but he does have the survivability of Captain America. The whole point was to try our best to basically hold this point as long as possible so that they don't push, but it just didn't work out. Stop that. Match number 2 was definitely very interesting, and it's one of my favorite matches this season. You can kind of expect where this is going to go. For this one, it started off weird. I was gonna go Luna as the healer, but for some odd reason, we got a Mantis as the healer, and I wasn't gonna have 3 healers and only 1 tank on defense. That is an absolute disaster no matter what rank you're in, at least in my opinion, which just went absolutely atrocious because they had a Hulk Namor combo, and they just were really good at taking us out. So what I decided to do was switch to Emma, and through this, we were very good at holding them around this corner, which allowed me to get some really good picks. Get the Strange! I kicked him out! Get them Strange! Get the Strange! Get the Strange! I kick him out again! Yes!
Fuck him up!
So
Yeah. No! Yes!
yes.
Probably one of my favorite moments was taking out Strange in this situation, because we did not let him into this ult as hard as we tried. Even though I'm pretty sure the ult did turn off, we managed to get this pick. Also, there was this situation where they all decided to push at once. Strange was covering them all. I decided to ult as Emma, and at the same time, Wanda ulted, and somehow it worked out where I turned off her ult.
I had a bubble there and all.
Yes, it worked! It worked! That was such a risky thing to do. Might have not been the best idea, because the next time around when I decided to go push the point to try to stop it, I got taken out by her ult. So karma, it got to me. This was around the point where I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm gonna go Hulk. He's basically like Cap or Venom, where I can survive as long as possible. So I decided to do that. And then I hopped in, and oh my god, this was probably some of the most fun I've had in a while.
Yes. She swapped the damage. No one can it.
Oh fuck.
No, I got pulled away. Yes.
Oh.
Hulk is kind of up there with Thor, Strange, and Magneto, which is funny that I said that I like to play tank. What I mean by him being up there is he's just one of the characters that it's not that I don't play him enough and I'm bad as him, it's just that I don't have Lord on him. And I'm kind of like taking my time with other characters. I'm a bit of a mess inside of quick play whenever I play it to just, you know, get that Lord to prove that I'm really good as this character. But you know what? I might start playing Hulk a bit more because I was getting some nasty picks here and there. Managed to not only kill a bunch of people but Luna herself, because unfortunately on her part she decided to go damage when she ulted instead of healing. I bullied Squirrel Girl, and just overall I was able to jump around, stun them, annoy them as much as possible, bubble my team, turned into Banner at one stage, and gotta say super thank you to our healers, which one of them is my beautiful fiance. So they pulled through and healed the absolute shit out of me and let me not die as Banner, which was really cool. And in the end we somehow successfully stopped them from completing the third point, which meant that now on this we don't actually have to go that far. And I decided to go Hulk again just because that worked out very well, and this was a really good decision. The beginning wasn't the best. I did end up turning into Banner, which is obviously not something that you want, but their Hulk also turned into Banner.
I'm just chasing you in circles.
Yes! 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 Oh! I literally pushed back and past everyone, froze the Namor. Oh. I'm behind Namor.
There's a bubble behind you. I have my ult, but I'm saving it.
Froze Strange.
I don't have shield. Okay. No.
No, fuck's sake. Oh, it's okay. She's.
No, she was so low.
I was outside the ult.
Oh! I killed someone.
I'm
We did it! We did it!
Yeah.
Get him! Get him!
There's a bubble on the point. Stay in the bubble. Stay in the bubble. Stay in the bubble. Honey, you are no longer in the bubble, so.
It's okay. I killed our healer. Hulk is way too stupid that time. My god. And then, of course, just because it's kind of like mandatory at this stage whenever you play ranked, or at least from my past experiences, they kind of held us pretty well a tiny bit. No, what? How did you not get in my bubble?
Okay. I'm back.
Bubble ulted?
Oh no! This is bad!
Oh, Strange is here. Oh,
Yes. He's low though. No, Bucky, you're not allowed to get past.
nice, nice, nice. Honey, I can't reach you with my heels. Okay. That works. I have ult on me.
Yep. I'm back.
He's Banner. He's Banner. He's dead. She died.
No, she died.
Yep. I mean, they use every ult they have. So.
And even though I died just before the final push, the team did it and we won. Wow. Won my second match. Maybe I'll hit GM after all. Stop that. Moving on to match 3, it was messy. Not only did we get a Mantis once again, which was the third match in a row, the rare occasion of getting to play DPS finally showed up, so I decided to go Mr. Fantastic, which turned out not to be the best idea because they had an Iron Man. When there's an Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic can work at times, but not always, so I decided to go Phoenix. The main reason I went Phoenix was to try my best to take out the Iron Man, which from personal experiences, she's not as good as Hela, but because their team is so bunched up, I thought that maybe the explosions from Phoenix could at least benefit the team by blowing them up. It just didn't go that well. Just because they captured the first point very fast, they captured the second point very fast, and then thankfully around this corner just before the final third capture, we kind of held them. That's insane.
Yes! Fucking ate that shit.
Groot's gonna ult.
I ate it,
Okay. Did I cancel them?
I think.
I definitely stunned them. But yeah, they got it. So now it's attack time. And with attack, I decided to start off as Phoenix, which didn't go too good. Somehow, I don't really understand how this was going so poorly. They were able to not only out heal a bunch of people, take us out, And at the end of the day, I think it was that Iron Man, he was just able to apply so much pressure. Thankfully, one of our teammates decided to go their Lord Ultron, which I don't think we needed triple healers, but just to make that healer as good as possible, I decided to go Iron Man. And oh boy, let me tell you, I should have done this way sooner. Not only did I get some really funny picks here and there, the rocket.
Venom solo.
Laser.
I'm killing so many of them. And we got all the way over here, where again, just like them, we got slightly stuck here. We were applying as much pressure as possible. I was taking out the healers in the back, which is just stupid how you can do that as Iron Man. Like, the rest of the team is right on us, and I'm just up in the sky, just pew, pew. And just when we were so close, so close to capturing this third and final point, this happened.
I'm just shooting straight up. Hopefully it hits you. Jesus.
No.
Groot's coming in. Groot's coming in.
Hurts low.
I'm gonna die to Iron Man. I'm gonna die to Iron Man. I since when does the freaking laser just completely stop me? Yep, Cloak and Dagger, the last second ult. And this ult was basically the make it or break it for them. It was the make it, because we kind of all ended up dying and day one. So there you go. There's 3 of my most recent matches that went absolutely atrocious. Now, this wasn't the only matches that I played in a day, but because this video is long enough, I'm going to break them up into the second video. Thankfully, those actually didn't go too bad, but you gotta be on the lookout for that if anyone watches this video. This is a bit of a experimental test here and there. I'll try my best to improve upon these videos as much as possible. Even if nobody watches, I just think it's fun, and I love Marvel Rivals, even if I'm in absolute hell every single freaking comp match. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I should change anything, if you've watched this far, what I should do to maybe get up to GM again. There's not a lot of days left, so it's a bit stressful. I'm devoted, and I feel motivated. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, I guess. Well, we have like 6 subscribers. I'll see you guys in the next one.